Yo, what's going on, everybody? I'm about to show you guys what's happening right now. Turn on the light. There we go. I got me some Zaxby's. I'm about to have a feast. So yeah, Lego. All right, guys, I'm done eating. The car is up in the air a little bit, not much. I was actually measuring how long I needed the drain bolt, or sorry, drain, what's it called? Drain line to be, and my feed line. And as you guys can see right here, let me get to the table. I just got back from getting these two things made. Well, actually, only the feed line is made. I got a nice 4N 90-degree bend on it for the top of the turbo, and then I just got this this nice straight 90-degree. Straight 90-degree, straight 4N fitting for the engine. And then this is a 10N line. There's no fittings on it. My buddy has some fittings, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put those on. But this is gonna be for the drain. So I'm gonna go ahead and lower the car just a little bit, and I'm gonna make sure that the feed line fits. I'm not gonna be able to screw it into the engine quite yet because my friend is still making the like the little fitting for me or whatever. But yeah, so let me lower the car, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, real quick, let me just show you guys what my friend just said. He just asked me if I was gonna put any camber on the front, and this is what he just said. I don't know if you guys can read that, but but anyways, he's stupid. All right, so I got the car down off the lift, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug this in real quick. It's hard doing this and filming at the same time, but it's all Gucci though. Okay, so that screws in like so, nice and tight. It's not nice and tight right now, but anyway. And then this is gonna be, I don't know, you guys aren't gonna be able to see where this plugs into, but it's gonna plug in just like that. So it's touching where it plugs in. So that's actually pretty much perfect. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, cool. So the drain or the feed line's done, and then I'm not gonna lift up the car yet, but I'll show you guys later what the drain tube is gonna look like. Like I said, I don't have the two fittings on the end, so I can't plug it in right now. But that might be done tonight or tomorrow. And then let me show you guys over here. Welded up the transmission bracket, just on the sides, as you guys can see. So that should be ready to put back on. And then this is the drain, or not the drain, the what is this thing called? The coolant, whatever. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and put this right there, and I'll show you guys that put on. I just felt like I was just holding the camera super sideways, so if I was, I'm sorry. I plugged it in. I think I might have moved just a tiny bit whenever he re-welded it, but it's all, I don't think that's really gonna be that big of a deal. It pretty much angles straight to it. It's a little bit higher up than it is, but I think with the with the intercooler hose or radiator hose, it shouldn't be a problem. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and raise this up and get the transmission mount on, and hopefully it all fits well, and everything sits fine. So let's do it. All right, so everything fits great. As you guys can see, it's in there. Everything's tight. I had to widen this bolt just a tiny, or the bolt hole just a tiny bit, so this bolt would screw in. But all the bolts are in, they're all tight. The transmission's not going anywhere. It's good. So I'm super happy. It looks kind of like shit from down here, from where the shifter is, but from up there you can't really tell. Let's see what else. That's where the wastegate's gonna be, and we actually have to cut that off and weld a V-band flange on it, because my wastegate is a V-band flange, not a normal bolt thing or whatever. But anyways, I'm gonna take a little break because it's super hot, and then yeah, we'll get back to working on the 40. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do, as you guys can see, whenever I ran these lines, I didn't have the manifold attached. And as you guys can see, that's like super close to the manifold, and that's not very safe. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the pipe cutter things, and I'm gonna cut these, let's see, I don't really know where I wanna cut them, but I think I'm gonna think about cutting them right here, and then that way the lines can just reach over, and then there won't be this big, you know, chunk of whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I'll show you guys how they turn out. All right, so as you guys can see, with this is going directly from the fuel filter, so this is gonna be the feed line, and this is where it was attached right on there. What I'm thinking is cutting it off about right there, right where it curves, and basically just running it just like that. And then that way, this line right here is pretty far, like if it's just like that, that's pretty far away from the you know, manifold. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do that, and if there's enough room, I'm gonna also do the same thing with the other line, but I might have to spread these lines out or something. But anyways, I'm gonna see what I can do, and I'll show you guys what I end up doing. Okay, I just finished the fuel lines. Let me show you guys what I did. It took a pretty long time because I had to cut it like twice. What I did though is I cut both of them short, and then what I did is I staggered the two clips. So I made this one a little bit closer up, and then I pushed this one down. That way I was able to get to the two you know, clamps easily. But as you guys can see, it tucked it away a lot more. So now it's, you know, it's got a good you know, a good distance between it. I'm still gonna zip tie these two together, so it's gonna be more like that, away from it. And I'll most likely still wrap all this, and you know, wrap the manifold too. That way it doesn't get hot. But that should be fine now, as far as all that goes. But yeah, so all this stuff is good to go now, pretty much. I'm a lot happier with that. That's, you know, before it was literally pretty much touching the manifold, and you know, now it's far away. So so I'm happy with that. It took a bit of time. If you guys aren't aware of how to cut this stuff, basically what you do, I'll try to show you guys with one hand, but basically what you do is this little tool, it has like a little blade in the middle, and you basically just open it up and then clamp it down on it, and you don't do it too tight. And then basically all you have to do is spin the tool around the pipe, or you know, fuel line, and I normally tighten it about once or twice while I spin it around, and then eventually it'll just do a nice clean cut. It won't squish your piping at all. You know, it's just a nice cut. So so yeah, that stuff works really well. And I'm about to take another break because it's really hot, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do next. Alright guys, so next I'm going to lower it a little bit. I've been needing to lower the front now that the engine's in. It's sitting a little tall. The back's pretty good. I'm actually gonna raise the back up just a tiny bit. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, so what I did was basically loosen these. I just took a flathead and a hammer and just kind of fuck. Stupid ass thing falls every single time. Top, that way I know. Hey man. Fuck! Do 6 full turns to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, I'm gonna do 8, because what the hell. Okay, so that's 8 turns. I'm gonna put the things back up, and I could put this up, but I actually strip the hell out of these stock bolts and nuts, so I'm not gonna put those back in. But anyways, I'm gonna go to the other side and I'm gonna make that one the same length, and yeah, I'll show you guys. All right, guys, I just lowered it, and it lowered, but not much, as you guys can see. I'm actually gonna raise the back up though a little bit because it's way too low. But the front, it's about half of it was before. But the thing is, I can't go too low because my oil pan is very, 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 very close to the ground, and I'm not trying to have, you know, no oil one day. So, you know, it's either hashtag low life or hashtag blown engine life. So I don't know, I'm gonna go a little bit lower though, and yeah, I guess I'll show you guys whenever I'm done. Brad, that's the car parts. All right, guys, this is the aftermath of my lowering job. I actually raised the back just a tad, lowered the front. The reason why I'm not, you know, completely slamming it, guys, is because let me get the light, because I'm not trying to destroy my oil pan. That actually worries me that low, so I don't know. But anyways, let me just tell you guys one little thing. If you guys do that and you strip your hardware, because mine never really threaded on right, so as you guys can see, it's stripped. So I actually ran to Lowe's. I can't remember if I told you guys that or not, but just to save you guys some time, if you go to Lowe's and pick up grade 8 716-14, they fit perfectly just like the stock bolts, and you know, they're brand new, so they're a lot easier to get on and off. So there's that. And then also, let's go over here to the to-do list, and let's see what I did. This is half done. The wiring harness part's half done. Get IACV nuts, got those. Okay, well anyways, I did a couple more things. I just didn't write it down on the list, but I thought anyways, I don't know, whatever. But so yeah, guys, you know, like you guys saw earlier in the video, I got my lines, got the feed line for the turbo. It's nice and pretty. I got the zero gauge, I got the 10AN line, or 10AN line. And then I also moved the fuel lines a little bit a little bit further away from the manifold. So anyways, guys, got some shit in my eye, but anyway, I just want to tell you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the videos. That is so sketchy in there. Oh my god, I hate being here at night. So one of you guys asked me, while I'm like closing up the shop, one of you guys asked me, or like y'all saw like my gun I have, like it's right here. One of y'all asked me, you're like, why do you have a gun or whatever? And the reason is because the shop, where the shop is not a very good location in Charleston. It's actually like on like the top, like deadliest cities or something, or it used to be. I don't know if it still is, but it used to be like the top like 10. And you know, I'm normally up here at night, like alone, and obviously, I don't know, it's just not, I don't know. Anyways, that's the whole deal, if you guys are ever wondering why I have that. So yeah, but anyways, guys, enough with that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit the big thumbs up if you did. There's a lot more videos coming. Hit the big red subscribe button, and as always, stay positive, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Stopped. I'm not texting and driving or any of that crap. But anyway, I got a bunch of fittings. I don't know if you guys can see. But anyways, that's like pretty much the rest of the fittings that I need. And